Hello. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Admit all. Admit all. Admit all. Admit all. Hi, everyone. Da, 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 da. Oh, hit me, baby, one more time. I'm in that song is stuck in my head right now. A little Britney, never hurt anyone. Hit me, baby, one more time. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Admit. I'm waiting for my darling Sara. So I haven't seen her come in yet. Is Sara here? No. There's Anna Maria. Hi, everyone. I have to let everyone in until I get my partner in crime gets here. And then she takes over that job for me, but she's not here. Hi, Tosh. Hi, Tasha. All Tashas and Tashas right now walking in the door. Lots of Tashas and Tashas. Awesome. Good to see everyone. There's Cliff. A little hot today. It's a little hot today. There's Miss Sara. Okay, Sara is here. Who has got? Okay, we gotta mute you. Sorry, it's a little noisy. Let me just get Sara. Make co-host. Yes, I want to make Sara co-host. Hi, Sara. Hit me, baby, one more time. Sara, let me know when you're on.
I'm on. Sorry, Zoom did not want to let me in today.
Okay. So you're going to talk to everyone. Let's tell them a little bit about what's happening and, things like that.
Hi, guys. I'm Sara. I work with Valorie, and I'm probably the person you all email about a lot of things. So you want me to talk about Game Changer? What's happening with that?
Yeah, yes. Tell them a little bit about Game Changer.
So Game Changer is going to be awesome, and you all should be there. We have, obviously, you guys are going to learn a lot of great stuff from Valorie and from the guests that she has speaking. But one of the things that I work on specifically for the Game Changer is organizing the industry guests. And we have a lot. And it's going to be a very exciting Q&A panel on Saturday night. And we've got great people for the VIP luncheon on Sunday, and great people in the room for the pitches on Sunday as well. Can everyone hear me? Because it looked like someone said I'm muted and it's showing.
No, I can hear you. Hey, okay. Sara, can you do me, what time are the industry guests? Because I have someone contacting me right now. What time is the pitching? 3 p.m.? I think it's 3 p.m.
I think it's 3 p.m. I'd have to double check.
Okay, keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
So yeah, we've got a lot of great people. Do you want me to tell them the topic of the panel on?
Yeah, so tell them about that. Tell them what
Saturday, the industry panel we have a couple of working actors. We've got some executive producers. One's from a great new show on Epic, and one does Hallmark Christmas movies, and a whole bunch of them. And I know a lot of you
Hallmark movies. Hallmark. We repeat that. Hallmark movies.
And he doesn't just do Christmas movies. Like, he's doing it all year long. So it's not just Christmas. It's, the made for TV movies. And Val and I have actually worked with him as an actor before he was a producer, and I've known him for a very long time. So the topic that we're going to talk to them about is life pre-COVID versus post-COVID, and how things have changed and what you all need to know. And they all have said they have a lot to say about it and how it's affected them from the actor's point of view, from the producer and writer's point of view. So it's going to be a great Q&A that we're going to have on Saturday evening. So you definitely want to make sure to stay until the end of the day on Saturday. One thing I need to say to you guys, the breakout rooms will not be recorded for your pitching. We cannot record breakout rooms. Zoom does not
You just
allow
can't
that.
do that. Yeah.
But also, I won't find out until next week if we are allowed to record the industry panel. Last year, we were not. There, certain people work for certain companies and they don't want it recorded. And to have these caliber of guests here, we have to respect that. So please, if you want to hear what they have to say, plan to be here for it. And that is
Saturday evening.
Saturday evening. So
Yeah. So the event every day goes from 11 to 6, right?
East Coast time.
Eastern time. So make sure you put that in your whatever that is. Like it's 8 to 3 LA and it's 4 to 11, I think,
11, yeah.
in London. Okay. And for you guys that are in other places, put it in the calculator. You know, so Saturday, like as I've told you, Friday is all about the continuation of this brand thing that we touched on yesterday, but bigger. You'll be working on it in private rooms with different coaches, and you'll get really, that's all we're doing, brand and pitch and how you send a pitch and how reaching out works. The whole day, Friday is about that. And then we're going to show you sample pitches and all that kind of stuff. And then Saturday is about the inside of your business, and then also like different platforms that you can use. So a lot of you go, well, how do I send the pitches, or how do I find email addresses? So there's always a way of doing work. And so whether it's LinkedIn, Production Weekly, Variety Insights, a combination of IMDb Pro and LinkedIn, like we'll talk about all the different ways to look for work, right? Which is your main activity. We're going to have an amazing panel, as Sara just said. And then on Sunday, we are going to be touching a little bit. We'll be touching all 3 days on mindset, because you have to have a certain mindset to be an entrepreneur. And then Sunday is the pitch day. And it's not just pitch day. We'll also be warming you up and doing other things that day. But so that's it. And we do give prizes for people that participate in the pitching. And in this challenge, there'll be prizes that will be announced throughout the weekend of people that we really enjoyed working with and that really showed up every day to the challenge. We do honor that. So, and then there would be pitching prizes. And so Sara, how long is the pitch? It's 1 minute, right?
They get 1 minute, yes. And there will be a moderator in the room timing you guys. We're gonna have a lot of actors in the room. We're only having 3 rooms because we're covering LA market, New York market, and international London. I'm trying
Canada.
And so with that, you guys are going to get 1 minute to do your pitch. Val's that's one of the things we're working on this week and next week with you guys. And we'll work on it a little bit more Friday and Saturday. You have 1 minute, and then you can stay and watch your fellow actors, be supportive, as long as you are not doing anything crazy on camera. And I have to say that because someone did during the Summer Pitch Fest, and I couldn't see it because I was moderating, but I got to the point that the industry guests had to stop people pitching and saying, can this person please stop doing what they're doing on camera, because it's distracting and we can't pay attention. So if you've got other things to do, turn your camera off and just watch people's pitches. So because you learn from it and you can be supportive from it. I know a lot of people that are in my room say that they pitch directly to me because I'm the person they see, and so I try to be supportive of everyone. But you do get 1 minute. You will get no feedback from the industry guests. With that said, they will stay in the room with the moderator and let the moderator know whose pitch they like the best. That does not mean the person they'd hire. It doesn't mean anything beyond they enjoyed the pitch. It could be they enjoyed it because it's funny. They enjoyed it because it's on brand. They enjoyed it because there's some aspect that resonated with them. And we try to get the guests to all agree. And if they don't, the moderator's the tiebreaker of who wins that room. If you don't win, it doesn't mean you had a bad pitch. It just wasn't the one that stood out the most. Or like I take notes when they tell me, and I've got people that, you know, it was close between them, but they can only pick one winner.
Yeah, so we always try to tell you guys that if you were close or whatever. And then they often will ask us, more so with the agents, but this group too, last year, they asked us for people's information, right?
Yes. Yep. And then if they give us information to give out to you, it will be sent out the day after. So on that Monday, it will get sent out. I cannot guarantee it will go out Monday morning, but it will be out by Monday evening. And you should follow up with them, even if someone wasn't in your pitch room and you know you're right for that, like, or if the panel on Saturday who will not see you pitching gives us contact info, you guys can send to them and let them know you love the panel and include your pitch video. With that said, as was talked about in a webinar 2 weeks ago, if you're sending your pitch video and you have a demo reel, include that in the email. So if they like your pitch video, they can see you as an actor.
Yeah. So one of the things that my clients are doing is they are putting together now, and you can all do this, put together the video. Once you put together your pitch, tape your pitch. And that's the thing you're going to send to the other people. One of my clients, she's doing this. She's saying, oh, and if you'd like to see me demonstrate that, watch this clip. So she's attaching the clip within the pitch video, which I think is great. Like, Deanie, you could attach some of your TikToks or whatever. Like, you want to see me in action? Here it is, right? Like, I just told you what I am, and now I'm going to show you what I can do. And that way they don't even have to go to your signature line to look for your reel. Do not send them somewhere besides what you put in front of them. They're not going to go. So, oh, go to my website. No, like, do I think websites are important? Not really. Do I think what's more important? EPK kits, like they are like websites, but like all you need is, your information and your reels and a little bit of brand, right? Okay. All right. Thank you, Sarah. So we have tickets available. There's still a couple of upgraded tickets available if you would like to go full throttle and do VIP treatment and get all that, then get that. I explained what that was yesterday. I'm going to give you the homework first for today, and then we're going to get into some comments I have about some stuff I watched. I feel better, so I was able to watch some stuff. Okay, so this is your last chance today to really start to be able to name not only your dream, but what we'll do in the game changer is actually name the current game that you're playing. Right now, so what do I mean by that? So Anna, is she on here? Anna C, is she on here right now? Oh, there she is. Anna, come off mute for a second. Okay, so Anna's a client. And so now Anna and I have decided that the thing for her to go play is the horror game, because she's right out of acting school. She's selling this kind of like, girl that's really nice to your face, but like will stab you in the back, right? And so she's selling this girl, and we need to get her working and get some footage because she just literally got out of acting school. So I recommended horror, right? So then that could be the game that you're playing, right, Anna?
Yes, definitely. And that's something new, and I'm excited to try it.
Yes. So what I'm looking at with Anna, like what I'm looking at with every individual actor that I work with is, what is the dream, right? And so Anna wants to be a movie star, and she should be a movie star and on stage and screen. She wants to work. She's a really good actress, and she has really incredible eyes, as you can see. So we need to get her booking work, because she's also played that game of being a perfectionist, right, Anna?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so what does that mean when I say you're playing a perfection game for you? When you hear that, what does that mean?
Always like we talked about, like trying to do things right, like really sticking to the rules, always trying to do things right and not letting go and just being like yourself.
Great. Yes, this is true. And also trying to make sure everything's in place before she starts. And what happens a lot when we're playing the perfectionist game is that we're never done getting everything ready, right? I'm always getting ready to be ready, getting ready to be ready. And then I don't have that. So now we're going to get Anna out there selling to horror people. And so now we're finding the system that she's going to obey. So then that's the game that she can claim, right? So, which is my game is to get cast in, 10 speaking roles in horror films, and you can name it. You can name it, Anna, and make $40,000 from acting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. So it doesn't have to be that, but like, be specific. If you're ready to name your game, we're going to be doing it at the Game Changer a lot. We're going to be talking about that. So we get that that's what you're doing. And getting an agent isn't a fucking game. P.S. It's always about getting the acting job. It's got to be about that. Getting an agent might be part of that game, but it's not the game. Okay. Now, so what I want you guys to do is to do your dreams again, do a recording. And thank you, Anna. I really appreciate it. That was very helpful. Let me just go down to Anna and remove the pin so you don't feel like I'm up here all by myself. Okay. Now, so what I'd like you to do is re-record your dream more specifically. If you're ready to claim the game that you're playing, then do that as well. But be specific, right? What is the dream, right? So we did the bigger dream, and it might still be that. You might still be, this is the game I'm going to play, which is to win an Oscar. I'm going to go play that game of getting cast in a speaking role in a movie, which has really big, get clear about what kind of roles you're going to play in these movies. And that could be the thing to get the Oscar. So you're going to start playing these roles, right? And that's what you're working on. So if that's the game you're playing, then it's easier to figure out the steps that you need to take, right? So if you're ready to call it a game, call it a game. If you still want to call it a dream, call it a dream, but retape the clarity that you've possibly gotten since Monday and post it on the I Love Actors Facebook group. That's it. Okay. That's it. Tomorrow, we are going to start to get into specific building your pitch on the weekend, on Saturday, same time, same channel. We're going to be here same time on Saturday. We're going to stay a little longer that day. And we're going to talk about beginning to build this pitch that if you're going to deliver, if you haven't built one yet, then you will be building one from tomorrow, starting tomorrow until Thursday. Okay, that's all we're going to focus on. But the reason I start with this other stuff is like getting you clear and sometimes getting you out of the way of what you need to do, right? Okay, I want to just talk about a few people that I watched. And if they're here, I'd like to talk to them. Natalie Turner, are you here? You are. Come up to let's get Natalie Turner up here. Hello, I'm going to pin you. Hi, Natalie. Natalie.
Do you mean me?
Yes, I do mean you.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Hi. Okay, so first of all, you're fucking hilarious. Your friend was right.
Thanks.
Okay, you are funny. You quietly get whatever you want. You said that. You quietly get what you want. You said that in a certain way. Like, you're someone that seems like super demure, but then she gets what she wants, right? Like, there's definitely a demure there, but you verbally, you remind me a lot of Deanie, and like you sort of say things come out of your mouth, and they're really funny. I mean, you're really cute and you're really funny. So I would say Deanie said, I'm sorry. I think that you should push in that direction as an actress. That's what I vote for.
What as in like comedy?
Yeah.
Really?
I Does everyone else see it? Like, am I the only one? Please, like, raise your hand.
No, I do talk fast, to be honest. I'm not saying that means it's comedy, but Yeah, I mean, I
You're
don't
like
know.
a funny Meghan Markle.
My cousin said she
You're
thinks I'm
probably like
funny.
what she wishes she could say. You say it out loud. Like you have this like you're really cute. You're really funny. Yes, I would shine the light on that if I were you. Look, I had an old actor tell me once, if you can be funny, be funny. He was like, he had long white hair and he had yellow fingers from smoking so many Camel non-filters, right? And he's like, yeah, hey, kid, if you can be funny, you should be funny, right? And I remember that's like the best advice I ever got. Because if you have that inside of you, you'll make a lot of money and you'll always work. Funny people work more than dramatic people.
Really? What, in like the UK, like everywhere?
No, everywhere.
Oh wow. I don't know. I
You
guess I've just
always,
always
even
been-
your big, look at all your big action stars. They all have a sense of fucking humor.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. I guess I've always just been drawn to drama, and like because I am quite an empathetic and like sensitive soul. I don't know. I just kind of get into
of
that.
course.
But
I mean, it's not that you don't. Anyone that's really funny also has this opposite side, which is dark, sometimes evil, sometimes sad, but it's always a darkness. Funny people are very sad people frequently. And so they are able to go there as well. So that's definitely on your menu. I'm talking about if you have a restaurant called Natalie, what is the thing that you're going to put in the window that's going to actually get people to start hiring you? Like what I just said to Anna. Anna and I've been working together for a year, right? Because she just got out of acting school. So like what she's selling, and she's had to find that. Like it's your store, so you have to find that. I'm really good at being able to come in and say, in your store, I'm thinking that if you put the funny girl in the window, that you're going to get the most business right now. Right? That side of your menu is the side. It's like, I go to Shake Shack. Why do I go to Shake Shack? Right? So it's either a certain shake that I like, which by the way, it was the black and white shake, and they fucking ruined that because they replaced it with a mix. Maybe not in the UK. They have Shake Shacks in the UK too. But anyway, so that's why I went there for that shake, right? So we go to some place because it's something that we like, right? And so you have to focus in on, especially when you haven't, do you have a lot of credits?
not loads, but a few.
A few. And what are they in? Like TV, film, theater, what are they in?
Well,
Commercials?
some are like immersive theater, like some voiceover. Yeah, it's a bit of a mix.
Like, and if you have a really good voice, like I have a client, Rita, who's with what's that really big voiceover agent in the UK, like Funny Face or some weird name. Anyway, they're really good. They have like some of the top people. And like if I have a client that has voiceover and I'm like, well, look, you need to go do that right now because that's gonna, like, I'm interested in your business making money first. Second, in your dreams coming true. First, I want to know what your dreams are, but then also ultimately I need to be able to say to someone like you, look, I think that's great, the drama, but my guess is that if you put that funny girl out there, you're going to get more work.
I guess I can try it. I mean, I just got my first proper professional show reel, really, and it was more of a serious kind of scene.
Yeah, but that's okay. Listen, you have show reels and then you have clips. And like, I have a girl that I worked with for a year. She went to Windhammon, or what, not Windhammon, but what's the place with the Terry Knickerbocker they all go to, right? She went there, and so she was this serious actress that got out with these serious headshots, right? And she wanted to get on Law and Order or whatever. She was in New York, right? So this girl was definitely funny. And part of what was funny about her was that when she showed up, she was kind of that girl that you were like, oh my God, she's here. Like and so it's hard to say that to someone, even when they're paying you money, because you need them to see that for themselves. Like you can't say, by the way, you're a little abrasive and that's what makes you funny, right? Like, or you're a little rude and that's what makes you funny. So anyway, she started doing these So she had the big show reel that she paid to get made, and it was all dramatic, and her playing the girl in the FBI office and all that bullshit, right? So, but then she starts sending me this. She goes, I don't know if I can use this. She was doing this thing called fear of FOMO, where she was like commenting as herself and another girl. She was commenting on young Asian pop stars' Instagram and saying whether she would date them or not. And she was so ridiculous in these things because she was so that thing that I just said, you know? And I was like, listen, go to my guy in Hollywood, have him edit you a reel of just those and send that out. Within a month, y'all, she was signed with the biggest comedic manager in LA, and she had a pilot season within a month. And it was like all of that stuff that she thought she should do because she was this serious dramatic actress and she spent all that money on headshots and all this stuff, when actually her being authentically her, commenting on guys, was like what made her to the next level in her acting career. So sometimes it's the thing that's right here, Natalie, that is the thing that we take for granted or we don't believe, and people go, you're funny, and we're like, oh yeah, but I'm really a dramatic actress, right? And like, but you're funny, I know, but I'm really this, and I already did this, and I already put all these things together, and it's like, that's fine. It's stuff that you paid for that you might or might not use. We've all bought clothes that we never wore. Right? Yeah, girl, say it. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So more about that, but I do want to vote for You're Funny.
Okay,
Because
thank
you are
you.
funny. Okay. All right, now I have to.
Thanks, Valerie.
You're so welcome. Okay, next I want to talk about remove him. Okay. Next, I want to talk about Deanie, come on down. I'm only talking to Brits today. I'm sorry, that's not true. I'm talking to Americans too. But your friend Sophie is really great as well. Here, let me, she's amazing. And she's got this quirk, which if we have time, then I want to keep doing that. But okay, hold on. All right, hi.
Hello.
Okay, so you are a perfect example of what I was just talking about this yin and the yang, which I think you're really, really, really starting to discover. Delusion, deadpan face, chaos in the gut, like that's it. And so all of that indestructible and brave that I see you politely, oh, that's not me, but it is you. But that's the thing that makes Joan Cusack a genius, and you're a genius, because if you tap into that as a comic, that's Joan Cusack. You should watch In and Out on repeat, her performance in and Out on repeat, and her performance in Shameless, and like every fucking movie she's ever done. But like in and Out, when she comes out and she goes, does anybody know how many times I've had to watch Funny Lady? You know, and she does that and you're like, oh my God. And she's like, well, I was fat, you know, and she really pushes it to the limit of her pain, which makes her hilarious. And so that's so Anna C, pay attention to what I'm saying to Deanie right now. So this character that you've created on TikTok, this person that is you, but sort of a heightened you, that's the person that you can continue to put out the story of this girl and all of everything, deadpan face and chaos in the gut and delusional and indestructible and brave. You can begin to tell a story around her to your audience, because marketing is storytelling. So a lot of times what happens, you guys, is like when people start working with us, they get all branded and then they don't get the part about, okay, now that you're branded, now it's time to go tell this story to all your customers. And that's the part where you trip up, because there's a lot of ways to tell your story to your customers: pitching via emails, newsletters, Instagram, TikTok, like there's a million ways to do that, and different styles, and there's different aspects, but it's like, once you know who this girl is or this guy is, and you're telling the story to your customers, then they start to write roles for you. They're going to write roles for you. So it's entertaining and we want to watch the story. So just like, I just want to say, like, embrace all of the dark stuff because it's there. And I feel like when people know that that's there, then they're going to be like, so that, like, what can you get away with? How far can you go? How brave can you be? Those are the questions that I have for you. Like, what can you get away with?
That's such a funny question, because I've had people, I've been in like jobs and people say, how do you get away with everything? So I guess my answer is everything.
Yeah. So go do that to your audience. Like, how big can you go? How brave can you be? Because it is the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. And, you know, so now that you understand that and you're really clear about it, and you guys, you're never done. Right. So one time I had a bad audition and my big time working acting teacher started laughing when I started complaining about the bad audition. He said, Valorie, did you think you were never going to have a bad audition again? I'm like, yes, Brad. Yes, I did. I thought that one day I wouldn't have a bad audition. But, you know, there's always a bad audition around the corner or a way to get better. Like when I have to tell a client something that maybe I don't want to tell them, or like, but it's my opinion, right? But, you know, like something that's going to help them be better, because like I said, like my job is to help you make money as an actor. That's what I think. Like, how can I help you do that? And sometimes, like a lot of times, the choice we have to make is an uncomfortable choice. That's the thing. Like I just was helping a client make a choice about an agent, and the agent that she is leaning towards is the agent that doesn't really appeal to her personality wise, but like all the other evidence shows that this person is the best choice for her. Right. So, sometimes it's not, I want to go to the comfortable place. The nice lady. Okay, well, the nice lady is just nice. That's nice, but it's about business. And do you think this person can help you get to the next level if you're hiring them? You know, a lot of people think I'm against agents, but I'm not against agents. I just want everyone to know that. I just am like, make them less important than you do. Okay, thank you, Deanie. You did great. Keep going.
Thank you.
Okay, we're good. I'm gonna do so Bernadette, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Come on down. So are you short?
Yeah, I'm 5'2".
Oh, me too. Me too. I'm 5'2". So what I wrote then is right. I feel like, you know, really going fully into this little powerhouse. Right, this little powerhouse, like that's why I asked if you were short, because it's kind of like a fire plug, you know, it's like, you know, when it shoots water really hard, right? And so
Yes.
I feel like, because all these words like fighter and powerful, I feel like that's really good. So I think if you lean into that, so you guys, we're looking at what product you have that's going to get you money, that's going to get you hired. And we always see this little chick that is like the corrections officer, the therapist, the mid-level manager, the customer, the angry customer, right? We see this woman everywhere on every TV show. Right. And so the more that you can package it and give them to them, the more they're going to use that. I learned that in LA, because more than even New York, is that like when I gave them the packaged hot pink velour sweatsuit before it's time Karen, you know, with the pink leopard headband, when I gave her and I went all the way out with her, she got bought all the time. I had a director literally say to me in LA once, "You get everything you audition for, don't you?" And I'm like, yeah, not true. But I said yes, because improv taught me yes and yes. So I feel like this little person of you, you know what would be so great is like if you also had a picture that you could put out there that was your whole stature. And maybe like in the middle of a classroom or something, like a little Abbott Elementary, like a little bit like, excuse me, you know, and like the new PE teacher or whatever, you know, like give them the realized character without saying it.
Just had this audition. I had a callback for a film where I have to play a nun who is no business. Like, she's very strict, no business in the classroom, but she has a very loving, caring side, but she doesn't show that when she's teaching. So the teacher is different from if I'm dealing with my student one-on-one.
Yeah, you know who I saw? I saw Vernie Watson. Do you know Vernie Watson, the actress? She works all the time. You would totally recognize her. I saw her on Sunday and we smiled at each other. I mean, we've worked together before, but she, like, you could be the younger version of her. And then she's done a lot of like Disney. Where are you? Where do you live?
I'm in LA.
Yeah. So Disney is like your best friend. That's a really good marketplace for you. And all sitcom. I mean, there's so much work for you there. Like I could even see you, you know, on Jimmy Kimmel and stuff like that, playing like, you know, a Black activist, because, you know, there's going to be roles like that on, you know, in the, you know, like, so those things, right? So like, you know, there's so much you could do there. So it's really a marketplace. So it's really about for you now, getting a new mindset about how you go after the work that you're supposed to get. Like, instead of like putting it all into this mindset, I need you guys to be really clear about. An agent is on your team, and there's certainly someone that opens doors, but you have to be thinking about your company and the work that you want to get. So whatever work you're getting right now is because the effort you're making. It doesn't matter. So if you're not making any effort and you have a subpar agent, then you're probably getting subpar work, right? So, but if you have, like, maybe you have a good co-star agent and you're not still doing very much work, so you're getting co-stars and maybe even booking them, right? But if you want to go beyond that, right? If you want to start booking roles that mean something, working with directors and writers and producers, then you have to start thinking differently than you're thinking right now. And it's minus agent. In the beginning, we want to think about what are the jobs I want to get and who is giving those jobs away. Casting directors are not giving those jobs away. They are someone you should get to know because they hold auditions for those jobs, but not always. Bigger executive producer, director. Those are the people like, oh, so I need to know who everyone is at Abbott Elementary, everyone, and I need to put a little tape together and send it to them. I need to start pitching them, right? Or I need to do this show, or this set of directors, or this producer. Like, the more you do that, you'll end up on a list. And let me explain what that means. So Brian Coffey, who's one of our coaches, he used to coach Jessie Holder when she came. Every coach that works for me was a client of Actors Fast Track, right? So when Brian was my client, Jessie was Brian's client. They both are coaches. Jessie produced a movie that was in Deadline with major stars, a major movie. She received a list from another producer with 5 actors that he wanted for this role. Brian Coffey was on that list. He didn't get on that list because he has a major agent and manager, which he does. He got on that list because he's been sending out pitch videos for the last 5 years on a consistent basis. And before that, doing drop-offs and building relationships with writers, directors, producers, and casting directors. So now he ends up on a list as a choice. And then his person that he coached now chooses him. She said, we don't need to see the other 4 actors. We'll take him, and puts him in our movie. right? So that's how it works, you guys. So we need to get you out there building relationships with your customers. So that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. But yeah, Bernadette, like really define this chick that you're talking about. You have her, now define her. Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Oh, let's see. Let me go down and let them. All right, you guys. So again, for you guys that hopped on late, the homework is to redo your dream on video and put it and paste it up there. And if you feel like you can name it as a game, like I'm gonna, get, like we talked about with Anna, cast as the lead in in 12 horror movies and make $40,000. That's a good goal. You can calculate that goal. Okay, I got one. Now I got two. Because I know a way to do that. I had a girl during COVID book near 50 films. And then she was also ended up raising enough money she actually raised in 2 months or less, $80,000 for her feature that was about her and her life. And she got it made and she's in post now. So that's exciting. All right. Other two people I just wanted to shout out, three people I wanted to shout out from what I was watching. Sophie Emmett, you're awesome. You have a grittiness and a uniqueness, and I want to get at that. We'll talk more. Tasha Dixon, you're brave, you're amazing, you're lovely. Everything that you're coming up on and discovering about yourself is really, really exciting. And Taurine, I think there's something in there that we need to get down and dirty with and work on around your brand. So maybe we can get you up on stage during the Game Changer event, because I do think that there's something there, but I think we need to go farther and dig her deeper. So today you guys are all going to get the Build Your Brand PDF attached to the email. If it doesn't come, we'll send it the next day. It's a PDF. Taurine, please do that PDF. Get down and dirty. Take some time to really, have a glass of wine and do it. Right. And all of you, even if you know what your brand is, it's a way for you to continue the brand evolution. Okay. That is it. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Come on.